Kwabram wapini dia meje sumini kwaku saponsa akode na de ensem no de eba beda wa hwie Peter Square ni sai ono ne Isaac Opoku hatetem krana womo na de enamu ntintan no so kama ye gbawuram na afi yatumi ahwe kwaku enimu ado bongo di fara na afi Ernest Brew Smith womo etechi etumi ahwe aboa amane matimi akọ enkan awie na ye be hyensa na asa awie na yatumi ede nsem no ede ama atiefo a yede ani ede chiremu ewo meche Deco na Deco former Barcelona Real Madrid player or Portuguese former international na mobeka brand here say de ya mani dwumadi kase bia odi na ni dwumadi a odi nyina se wono pe players a womunim ball no ebo na matumi aba besi akan ede ama FC Barcelona and sporting director Dibre no wono enom de ayantam nimrim nanum na enei Hoye Mendes no agent na guest foot agency no edano so sports agency na wo hwe mobeka na Deco so oni sports agency almost tonton players na no ye D3 sports agency was Jumedian mo ordinary chiremu South America ko people players do na etumi edbebe pm na nei report eba ni se Joseph Maria Manguela a long time agent and all just Deco Juma na wenya wo FC Barcelona na nya hwe was say a relationship pe enye say bia ne capability say obetumi aye Juma no ntini ya dia ma no nemom enam nyonkofo edom ntem na woka ano say beye enanu emfie bia atwem ko omu bepie mu kra wo Gabon heya o Gabon ya Ali Bongo na odi so a wo mu ayi na free so no o kire se wo mu ba ho na wo madam for pa ni sa former president no na wo mu eba ni nyina no o satam no na papa no kra no esan etumi ehwe mane ma nyina mu fili omumu fili papa Obama wo ho ni nyina no si aka ni nyina na cheso mu fili de na chese didie bekoso sikasem so bekoso bibia moy enyina bekoso acheso mu fili sa enti enei se hu se Deco ebo adwuma no na watumi dia ma FC Barcelona enye adwuma papa bia na obonemom se relationship adamfufa nyongo semu a edo mu ntem no ka ho bi na Deco ede adwuma no
Yafa yanin Chelsea legend John Terry asire na ona beto dwasa brantie no ewie ball no wafa coaching senekra na genkwa na no ena abeto dwasa odi wani chiremu Saudi Arabia team e friend say Al Shabab wo mo ena brantie John Terry edin komo ama verbally omo agree say 2 years contract John Terry wono nya for 2 years od nani e chiremu Saudi Arabia na wakoye head coach edi ama Al Shabab bobuko no eno ne enseme wie abeto dwa yede to Cristiano Ronaldo one also ekasa Ronaldo so ekasa say de kurachia na da woni Leo Messi terminal ni nyina no etimi abanewie ye emfie edunum 15 good years and out to say rivalry adom ntemo fa dia football the only ball the only ball no hono na Ronaldo chim say so mo ntema tete wo mo compete for a common trophy bio Champions League so me ni obi amobi de ono Ronaldo akopie mo Saudi Arabia Messi so Ednani achemu wa US of A Inter Miami nti bibia ni wo say o say kratwe bom ntem ne sia no pa bia krofafo no afre Messi no abusa the way an ho tie eno aboa ma relationship edom ntem no etimi akonkan ye pa tentem so na ye sorry so Di Maria Gray wono ya Brantia no osi akan awo Goodison Park edema Everton a Brantia no etimi afi Everton ani achemu Saudi Arabia a itifak 8 million pounds enu sika Everton foaje ama a Brantia Di Maria Gray wono efi bobo nani achemu Saudi Arabia yede hon semno ede eto anim mamin fancy nemom Black Stars of Ghana hon semno doso yede kan to anim say Abrantie Joseph Pencil Abrantie no epra ama squad na away 4 p.m. yene Central African Republic ebono Abrantie na withdraw ede afi team nim na beto dwasa Brantia ye friend Fatau Isahaku wono ekosai contract enche de ma Leicester City or Championship mo England no wono na mpanifo ato nsa friend na nei Fatau Isahaku wono timi aba replace ya Brantia Joseph Prince de hon no to enu mawie Mr. Ojiatio Wokofridia wa biemu utie fantastic afternoon enko emfamao
Jantwa so na emfa samni be MP so enei former Manchester United for centre back Laurent Robert Blanc. Mobeka Penia Wano and a Purchuma Ediama Olympic Lyon. Bobo Kono na NA 48-year-old and I'm 34 HSA na modern bono and yadia Eshada Ekon Kain na former Chelsea manager and Diadi Graham Potter. Wano and an uncle Henso Penino. Ebeba babe coachi Leon Bobo Kono na so reject sa move no na udwani edi chemo Chelsea ho enso wanse mufuma abrantia ni din edi Munrek na Mumbeka abrantia Shakhtar Donetsk Bobo Kono aswe wo Ukraine eno fi bebe journey Chelsea and 88 million pounds 100 million euros ware bebe piemo ewo ho na abrantia no bola wo boa ya wo bono enhyada enkonkan nam so ma se se de wa jinani achemu o gym achese gym work all year no oye training wie kra no akọ gym up fitness na watumi e de abo empanifo chese se de abrantia no eye no wan hwe ya obe ekuno ho na me de sorry so enie Real Madrid for former player na okupimo Castilla hono so a ono na e manager Raul Gonzalez and a report eba and so openino Kike Setien ono e Villarreal for coach no mo apamo papa no womo anhwe Raul Gonzalez and na womo de ejima no e de eba bema no na report eba ni say 3 names are Abana Raul Gonzalez eka hono Javi Garcia and afis no Hilian Lepetego Wanonso eka obenafe Marcelo Gallardo Mark Wemo ene empedifo yetumi abomuden no mo hwe ni mi se adwuma no ye betumi ediama no ne nsem ni nada ede esi ahwie na etumi agiemu ama ye boss down kwakwa boa ene abiafo etumi ababa besi enkonwa na Peace Power Sports Review discussion segment no womo etumi atranse etumi amano akoso ewo kasafidi so medin ere achima sane de share achen kwa bramo abe mi ne kwaku saposa akode ene de nsem no ba Isaac Opoku ni sai Peter Square wamudi enemu ntintano so wo hwe Facebook na se ye ti baby achi a Isaac Opoku come Dan Ayacrado Ernest Brew Smith bongo di fara na ekwe ni mado wo so etumi eheboa ye nkoye titachiri he ya ehwe se dwumade no so betumi akonkan ewo ehonomo etime fidie no enkoso enha netie dwumade kesia edition
Peace FM.
Yeah, I think that we disappoint him to the stand there. And asasano celebrate ebaba na chede odisuado neba na ebe yes no honum na won na mumu wa bagisi e wa ka de what the Titanic ship amo na de kutwu block na asenke ship Titanic ship was sinking no emu da one breeding bima emu da wa breeding bima ohyensu na se we try na scraps kra
then again football na
well Mr. Swanta we try na scraps
Peace FM. Peace FM.
Dali lumbaniye sedru ya wada bia dan kwaku yeboa eye Peace Power Sports ena mitie yenti obia Dali lumbaniye sedru ya wada bia dan kwaku yeboa eye Peace Power Sports ena mitie yenti obia
Peace FM.
Dali lumbaniye sedru ya wada bia dan kwaku yeboa eye Peace Power Sports ena mitie yenti obia
Me catch Ghana football. The football going bad direction. Especially first division 4. You hona 1 year. Nipana edi FIFA the edi phones ever. And then obinu earphones. Obinu go plenty phones you know. Obinu endorsement.
Peace FM.
Peace 104.3 UAM Emwakwaba eba the station with a vision Peace 104.3 your friend Dan Kwaku Yaboa yesin konwa eba to adwene agudie kwanso ebresem no na odo adwen kire epia adwumedie na chi via text and WhatsApp 0244368089 0244368089 na ene ensembe ne yehwe nka ewie ya 4 p.m. the senior national soccer team the Black Stars of Ghana ejina kono entinka Black Star ejina koni de nka discussion no it's all about the Black Stars but for whatever reason the Ghana Football Association decided to issue a bomb enu ayumre say election na GF election na eba no George Free ye nko an we declare say obe contest Ketokreku but omo disqualify no say na be the talk of the town say Akata Blaster match so kra minim say if any person obe promote Blaster match no say election ni hia chin Blaster match no min to menchre enti ye behwe ni aka sa disqualification no ho asem Maso Agege 205 for Maso Asabri wa ha Kofi Menu blue wonderful wono so e wo ha Shapiro ko sapon besra briefly on e wadwane agyaye na mom yama me Oslo Usu wono so oye sports fan Michiano Okata gutumi say odi football echipa na dwumadie bia ye di in her honor na me bisa abadwafo say sa dwumadie no botai be na si enu so na de na wom. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon, Dan.
The producer say me wo Stallone Nyako, office of Honorable Osla Usu.
Apatwai.
Okay. And me wo Honorable Andrew Samini.
Yes.
Okay. And me wo Honorable Jean McDaniel. Okay. And the omunamo ye assembly members. And Stallone ye Oye Juma with Madam as minim se PA dia.
And assistant.
Okay. Mr. Mamu, good afternoon, Bill.
Yeah. Afternoon.
Stallone, mami shasi mfiu ho. Enka politicians there. Minim se ejamu pe flag bearer ena mo common internal ntokwa. Na Osla cap ye free.
Dan, yedi kan mami nchia wotie fo nyina na memfa nchia kese pa ma Ablekuma West ye dansoman ne mpatemu community se wo ho chia oba panyes la gift to so akufo ene mpanyimfo ne abedwafo ehwe mpeso anu so nyina o madama ene yete he na wabisa bi Esla Cup de dwumedie bi ehya ase 2012 ye ma me Esla ne birthday you know.
Hey, as far back as 2012.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, so that's the situation.
Really?
Originally near year at the commemorate ne birthday, even when she was candidate. That's how it started off in 2012. The foremost event the form it took, no. But over the years, institutionalizing a done community tournament, football activity every year be an year. The last one here was 2019, and for obvious reasons, I bring COVID-19. It is more ni intiminye biu. But it's become a tradition for us. Until I feel we are back on a bigger, larger scale. Dan, Sani Honorable Esla, a sports enthusiast, per football pa Kataibi. Down so man so there, the hub of footballing talents, the likes of ACN, Nom, Muntari, Nom, you know it. I don't have to even mention them.
Kata said she was clad in Ghana colors, so excited.
Exactly. Hono munyina do magro. Sajumedi has become another platform to unearth talents. Now he attend electoral areas for Ablekuma West. Electoral areas in now we are to say a free competition can make your budget. Here papa rule or Timinsa any first in electoral area and we need the last competition.
Hey wow.
I say a few on Besaje. So honorable Samini say now
Munya AstroTurf ni bi ambesia kan was there.
AstroTurf for Sembebre, but surprisingly it's one of the most things a community for demand the power. Uko baby na adane sabi you kind like cake obia say Hunya AstroTurf. It's here my Esla 200 more. Unim Dansuma here, Dansuma Children's Park.
Oh, honestly, me a sports presenter.
Okay.
And when it comes to sports infrastructure,
yeah.
MB before na mu de robo.
You've done tremendously
well. You really invested in
excellent
sports.
And
exactly. Because we share your history as a country. I always say it.
Yeah.
So President Kufuor was the first president to build a stadium from grounds up.
Yeah. Okay.
And under Professor Mills, Cape Coast Stadium.
Yeah.
Any Accra hockey pitch.
Yeah.
Under President Mahama, any Senate Emporium.
Yeah.
But under Nanado, as we speak, youth centers
10.
Baku 10.
Yeah.
6 years completed.
Yeah.
Oko Boteman.
Yeah.
Tennis court, aquatic center, sports hall,
Ultramodern.
Legon Stadium almost completed.
Yes.
And Sana, before Nanado ascended the throne, Ghana has 2 tapes, they were hired 3.
Yes.
They say they were almost 200.
Yeah.
Nti muna muhu de wo.
Me no ya adwen pa na nyame beboa. Sani waka you set the tone for sa na maybe. And uma papa o he krado nkonye MPP ni o. But you see, when hu adwuma ye ntino. O say when it comes to community effort there, bebre. So he is joined this train to project achievements. Now bisasa astrotef ye bi dan so mana. Ya ma mesla. O ba dan so man Tunga. The famous Tunga Children's Park near Bonidia, a tennis court or recreational facilities, children playground, while refurbishing state of the art recently. Hona ye babinya astrotefs. Plans are far advanced and chekra obi hu say astrotef chian. Tunga for Martin Nepa, that facility will get the astrotef now completely refurbishment worker. Yeah, and what can you say? The kind of work and investments that have gone into the development of sporting infrastructure with Krum Hano, it's been unprecedented. It's been huge. But now no University of Ghana Horseshoe Stadium and not Ghana to a hot Asamba Baka. And Tininana a good idea ka nipa boom. Sama akwenya manipa sabi you know bia no about na classroom akotru book or be hot 29. Onozunya akwenya mane woni mu no pie dia mama yesla de ho sa de no she agrees with all of us perfectly and within Esla cap no electoral areas ewom nyina mpanyifo ati here assembly members they are charging the community to come together for us to exhibit our talents. It is Saturday meaning day Shaolin Park ho and a first game no be chance here between Nasra or Risco and a Gbebu Mpoase. Two teams here, electoral area names, Nasrawa or Risco versus Gbebu Mpoase.
We in South Africa, see a bonga number.
Baba Black Powers are the electoral areas have interesting names. Two na made Opetokwe. You Agege Mamponse Shabu electoral area. Only defending champions. Gbebu is a glyph.
No wonder say Australia near because
you will not survive. And she's been a formidable representative for the area. Otojo Miami backyard. Backyard from say afi almost one beje football ya no mu ye film. But Otojo na Liberty Professionals Clubhouse ne nneema nyina ewo. Okay. So eti eni abre pa say Saturday 2:00 obi amra Shaolin Park. First game no ye be opening ceremony kakra by 3 p.m. the Nayade Nasra Risco versus Gbebu Mpoase. First game for the Esla Cup 2023. Ashishaso. Na dan unya bra behebi. She's going to be there. Or no babe ball no kick off. I first kick. Tino I this and I can say I am kan say me. Adiwe waya o. Oya na emom we decided say let's promote some of these things because it's a part of a bigger story. Say, and yes, sebi mobile benyamu na anu ya na mode mo honra agudi from time immemorial 2012. And our investment have promote to agudia baby baby away. So you are a friend of us, and as you say, you are adopted. Now you work can your team, you who is a friend of a Blue West by force. Done.
Chairman General,
the Chairman General don't want any pardon. Yes, like the catchings with one Peninsula was done. And no power because of crown now we come make near Manuka, baby. Imagine Zanopa. Now, boy, a ding, a slack happy. And you know the beauty. Yeah. Organizational committee, I tell them. But you for any stakeholders be bring. Chair of the committee, I a striker, I guess, na him for.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Former Black Stars player.
Former Black Stars player, striker and who nyefin.
Yeah. Gentle striker.
Your papa could you badge my could you badge my sports authority, former board chair. Also can be a or Ghana Digital Centers Limited as CEO. Any the entirety of the community. And I mean can say, we know any partisan. Papa or MPP ni meti he me MPP obi anim ya papa or NDC assemblyman na so see adwuma ya ma me esla ye no e won person so na so enti nyina kambom and promote sports ejidan now te yenka me ne me mpamfo e wa ha I'm sure some so be kakra ka ho e Esla Cup 2023 I shall see a day. All 10 electoral areas are fully represented. Okay. 2 teams are topmost teams from the groups me know woman. 2 teams the best finals on October 21st at Liberty Park. Now so Saturday there Shaolin Park at Nasra School mu ho. E ho na Gbebu Mpoase ene Nasra Risco. Ebebo the outing game. Me that's it.
Yo, constituency area holding the animal park. Ni say, that's a Chinese movie. 5 Shalom Masters. Honorable Zamini. And then I'll come.
Yo, Kakra Meka and say, yo, me fan chairman and person for Petit Quifo. Yes, I feel yeah, they were home. I just say, me per se, you unveiling the hidden talent within the community. About football at Dansuma from Otojo right down to Shiabu. There were a lot of players as Sebe, Bebrina, Aspire, but Bebrina, so that's where they ewo. And I feel Timmy, the entire man I from Kone say, ye can't imbebuni na boom. I'm a Sebe. Yeah, how near no man can meeting the MP in the area no. Emma no ma high on Potemus, Yanana di home combo. I feel ye the atoso say brighten the corner in which you are. A sumo than suma corners be brave, bra. Beshia MP for synonym o kwan enyo pete kwan say enye eyade a ne nyina yade ye be discussions be brave a week long activity a ye wo Ablekuma West enti no ye ni abre afi na menka ho na menua ye fa ye afi ye ni abre pete
don't there
ahempa so enye dey
don't there
obekaya me be a musician team against Blast and I'm my assistant coach.
Okay.
Kaya ube Bobby.
Who experience change this duty?
Okay,
Honorable Jean McDaniel, NL Lamte, dear now, Kaka.
Anyway, Madam Wasi, and I miss me in Chema, Ubia, and yet me electoral area, Mampos, Agisha, all the 10 electoral areas because Yanina. Yentumi Mbaha any in-house committee for Yentumi Mbaha ntina ya selecting na send ya me bra Samini kan sa apart from football no ye won kolan bia wo the whistle show man no they are able to officiate matches ntino and also ye dey akọ on board send be ya empemfo mbeba no they will see the talent in them na say ye be analysis our talent na ma they will be taken through some training in match officiating. Adibakun so ema aya adina ye me deni say nkofo bebre wo all the electoral areas ya mami osla why ya omunim say me kasa wo studio ya die court cry wo dan so man kra nkofo nim say court bi wo dan so man nti nyama we wo be sha wo MP wo be sha wo assemblyman wo be sha wo coordinator wo be sha mpemfo bi wo how nyina whilst we are having fun with the games no now we are bringing nyina out. I'm say ya PA kan no or the big kan message say wo any of the electoral area who feel say boy no nimbo come and join the train scouts every about 3 countries eba into no it's up to you any with talent any what you exhibit na mom Adibakun ayede kan my players ni say discipline ya be nya mpemfo so discipline is part of the game. Until we share all the players from all the 10 electoral areas. Be very disciplined. Disciplined to your coach, to your organizers, and to the entire entourage. Yeah, can you say we have done a lot in Ablekuma West. We as assembly members, your project be ya approve ya mamina ye. Until young share party and can say, oh me free ana ya bibi a me call your propaganda. When your propaganda, use football no. I unite everyone in the 10 electoral areas. So won't count crana with another electoral. We better have a share. Send your dinner echo. Now that you must share free. Yeah, mommy, as well.
Scout and Semiana Mohamed Polo Eba. Okay. Honestly, they knew dance some year by brand and aquatin football agent. Yes, also Eba Bintino. Or more bonny year. Only baby a bit more discover.
Okay. Until Saturday 2 p.m.
Saturday 2 p.m.
Shaolin Park.
Honey.
Appearance fee in our account.
Appearance fees. Teams are participating now. Branded jerseys fully. Any appearance fees now. We know the competition there. As when he as a catcher.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Stallone Nyakun, Office of Honorable Osilo Usu, and Honorable Jean McDaniel, NL Lamte. My respect to you for being objective. Because Ghana no, you're the NDC and MPP say, oh, mine. Obi NDC ni no, papa MPP ni who ye da. Obi MPP no, ye papa NDC ni who ye da. Any NDC say, oh, mine. It takes very few politicians to be honest. Say it is for the development of my area. So let's all support. My respect to you, Jean McDaniel, NL Lamte, Honorable. Nyamisha, and honorable Samini Sunyami and Shao and Staloniako. All the best. Nyami Adma Saturday. We expect say Hobeye come.
I say we are official partners for the competition. Yes, sir.
Okay. Peace 104.10 wasun egusue. Wonderful Kofi Menu ewo ha. Masu Agege wo ha, Masu Asabri wo ha. Said ya medi kankan ye no. Afei na ye be hye ye nkomo twetwe no ase. We de Kofodua bro no beto mu. Ye fan gamer ye de ye introduction. Na nke enim se enewumre yi 4 p.m. Black Stars game no kanu nanka obia edi hongomo. Nanso Fofi Antoata ena wejare abamu. Eno ewumre ye hwe na the course of discussion has been changed by the release election committee. No, there was a general secretary no and release here na odiba abontin na odikoma George Fiye say you disqualified. Amanfo have questions. The question they say why yesterday, because already people are saying say no match no support no and shedan yet said the usual Black Star gamer loud nanka. All discussions should have been centered on the Black Stars. You got that sorry yeah. Yes, you disqualified George Fiye and the timing of the news. Minimebia yenya prosper no abekire ya say why yesterday and not any other day. Masu Agege wo ha, Masu Asabri wa Kofi Menu ha. Masu Asabri. Agwaba.
Yemia o.
Ye chiache.
Papa sabo kwa wonkra. Obaso so a yente wonka. Last week me ba ya me kwaku wanya obeba. Hey,
New Jersey the Ghana players no go.
Yes sir.
Oh mu go pop.
Sir, a network.
Oh,
we are before we were.
Me a team because Mohamed Al-Hassan former Koto goalkeeper no ho. Louis Ajimai former House of Folk striker ho.
Me sha woni interview no.
Sami Eje former Goldfields defender ho. Oni ni Akuma Lawrence Eje e ho. Joe Ado e ho. Nana Beyin Krenzel e ho.
New Jersey
Ebendu Gbate e ho. Opela Abuaji e ho.
Opela Abuaji oni ni interview so na interesting. But also onono. Onono. Oye straightforward.
Aye.
The only man no okay. On for be on chat. Very interesting pa. Say interview no.
E do Opela Abuaji ayo man. Aye.
Dan.
Agwaba.
Yanua. Me na say ma wakwa bakra o.
Nti me kasi ye.
Ukoshi mu waba. Awade di wakodi waba bi do asundie mu.
Nti
ye de awade ase.
1981 na
me gran che bi obesan ko.
1981 na machi fi Nigeria.
Osi enche bi obesan ko. Osi enche bi obesan ko.
Ye hwedi anyambe.
Well, obesan ko. Oni na members we ase mente wonka. Oni na members we ase mente wonka.
Madam for back America.
Phobia. Ete wa na machi fi Nigeria ba no de yabo. Yeso yabo.
Machi de.
Yaba.
Madam for back America. Phobia me my friend me say.
O
boss wa ha una me say
say Phobia member o New York.
No New York. And
banana
eating men so New
York.
And
KOG.
Kojo Thompson.
Kojo Thompson so.
Is it Ghana and your money?
Yes, a BS born out uncle.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Anyway,
Agwaba.
Njoso.
You. And the enkaja. Kusapon crowd by na. Yes, your topic in your blaster or see any oko. And I'm so coach. Every nim pese beka blaster. Nti enka de om dia be.
Me kura me ba na nya san ka me yakwo. Me fi se nya be beka blaster.
Because in Canada enka automatically a blaster. But prosper pese ye ka asem foforo. Enka ne de no de aba no. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sorry yeah. Every the release Abase George Fiye has been disqualified. In him say about football laws you are an expert. Oti enu se na ofa na de omo ye enu sa na mra ne se ne kwan so anu
mre no ko na me fa ko nya ne menchia obia na menchia na nanom ai won gran ene batna konwa onyina na menchia watiefo me de bia me kankura brem ne papa kan kirem ade se nipa obedi bone a obonse nyankompo na yini nyansa edi atu netiko ntino oye ni oye wie ansa na we realize say na
When they sign decision,
of course, the general secretary.
General secretary they sign an independent body, a decision.
So what can I say? Anna, Ebia, Mammy, Mammy refer to Ebia, and
Ebia the covering letter and torso.
Mammy,
But decision, I'm saying, you're on the sign. Baby, Papa.
I have the copy here, Mammy.
Okay.
It was signed by Ashali. Joseph Bernard Ashali Esquire, Chairman, GFA Elections Committee.
Thank you. Can I first say, proposal, no, they're not kind. Article 13, 1J,
introductory, we are not going for Miss Space in Remuna
13, 1J.
And yes, I'm Tiati. I say, decision of the Ghana Football Association elections. Following the vetting process held on 21st
August.
Not
the decision of Ghana Football Association elections. No. It is the decision of the elections committee of the Ghana Football Association.
And the headline in your correct?
I am wrong.
Decision of the Ghana Football Association elections committee.
It is not the executive council organizing it. Because as per Article 30, Article 54, Election Committee. The Elections Committee is the body in charge of organizing and supervising the election process in accordance with the provisions of these statutes and the elections regulations of the GFA. The Elections Committee shall be made up of blah, 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 blah. Parties affected by the decisions of the Election Committee shall have the right to appeal. It is not the decision of the Ghana Football Association. Sometimes I ask myself, Prosper, as a lawyer, why do you write some of these things?
Chairman,
now chairman on your lawyer.
I'm not a lawyer.
When we said there was a Congress, I stood up and told Kwesi Nyantakyi, said, the loyalization of Ghana football, we will have problems in future. When the lawyers come to Ghana, they think we are daft. Brofu we are ewohono. It's simple. Election committee, you are independent. If you go to under independent bodies, committees, independent committees, are there? Article 53. The independent committee, as well as their individual members, shall conduct their activities and perform their duties entirely independently, but always in the interest of GFA in accordance with the GFA statutes and the regulations of GFA. So why would you say the GFA this thing?
And the appropriate headline should have been what?
Decision of the Elections Committee of the GFA.
Okay. There's a headline committee.
Right. Because me go school LASDA primary school here Himakrum, but me class 1 teacher one them. Until me brofo me kana me kana ye.
Okay.
Now, we jina Article 13(1)J. Article 13(1)J. Ni awokani. Ade 13(1)J. Okay. 13(1)J. Ade a list of officials specifying those who are authorized signatories with the right to enter into legally binding agreement with third parties. Any changes of officials and authorized signatories shall be communicated in writing to the General Secretary within 13 days of the said change.
Within 13 days?
30 days.
30 days, okay.
30 days. Now, agreed. You go to Article 30. Article 30. Election of or appointment. 33. The election for the position of the president shall take place by position. Each candidate for position of president shall be proposed by one member and approved and supported by 5 members.
Okay.
Now, the election regulation now tells you that you must have statutory declaration in support.
Yeah.
So, Georgia Free gets a club Susubribi to propose. The first endorsement, Edubiase. That one, they have a special form endorsed. The next form, one must space, only spaces, 4 spaces. Now, Georgia Free now gets statutory declaration in support from court, 6. The proposer, then 5, 6 other endorsements. Your form, no, you were only 4 spaces. And today, when the DBS signed the form for the first endorser, no, then the other 4, no, only stay another 4. Then the 6 endorsement, you know, statutory endorsement, you know, they attached it to the forms. It was submitted to the elections committee. You accepted this 6 endorsements. Let's go to Article 8. Article 8 in the Abefunti and I'm printing. Article 8 of the elections regulations. Paragraph 3. What's that? Oh, that's great.
I want it. Who are two radio service of now with you?
I didn't even say this time phone here. I'm also that. I want myself, Uni.
Mini a static
regulation, you know.
Mini soft copy, no one.
Yes. Now, Ale, at the list, 2 days after the deadline for submission of candidates, the elections committee shall inform in writing candidates who have failed to provide all the relevant documents in support of their candidatures and grant them another 3 days to complete their applications. If the relevant candidates fail to complete their applications within the prescribed deadline, their candidatures shall be declared invalid. So you ask yourself.
Nature say obi kopre efe dibre. Now do nkrata akwa. E kan nam yenu mo wie vetting process na.
Dabi submit here 2 days after.
And to do application kwa. Nam yenu echire no.
I say yetro.
Say mfumso wo ho a.
I say yetro.
I say yetro say ye hu mfumso nti be ye correction.
Thank you.
Na about 3 days. To am me ye dia.
Nature say ye you afrim.
Okay, but in this case George o man tro no sir.
Ya ntro no.
Okay.
Meanwhile the nsia support nsia na buy.
Yeah.
Yem fa ne say yem mra the 5. Into elections committee. What we George ya won no. Say 5 na wo pa. Nyano ane say common sense you tell you say you select the 5 I will feel say ya churo din no wo form no so no. The other one na ya ntro no. You call George Free and tell him say this one number 6 you hear 5 but what the account meanwhile so one no ha until no we don't need it take it and yes ani nyansa ni bia
me mintias you because omo see ade no omo hear 5
we hear 5 no the only this 6 call here
but
send nam dodo ense nkwane
omo pese omo kire say the proposal no omo tifrim na akafo
no
that is
the proposal
of the release
no sir the proposal no wo ho na wo dia mechire me chire mu ba
okay
na num ayesa wo de tare so
okay
na George Edinsia eta echire intine per election regulation who feel say those conditions enye allowed you return the 6 statutory declaration in support to him. Onyaye, luckily, vetting no buying. Georgia Free availed himself.
What kind of man? Not just say, what the proposal and the Kawana 7. I mean, I'm gonna say, what the proposal and film when you send Kaunia.
The enemy says a woody bonia.
Because who can my share release in this room say, George D. Susubribine proposal.
Yeah.
And or signed the New Dubiasi, Brecum Chelsea, Eduana FC, Brecum City, and Sana Victory Club.
Sana Wonders.
And teenagers all the Kawa.
Yes. Now Wonders is the no one trade because space them with Jan on a 4. Until Wonders is the one throw. Would you put him your Yanto was here? One throw a paper so until you call him. Send him running. Say we are with the car. Even be a space in Sokra. Sign lie. Me confirm I told George yesterday say Samia me sign lie. You training me with francophone country. Me sign lie was here. Them actually didn't. But once they didn't complain and they accepted, invited you to vetting. Vetting now call you know. They didn't tell you say there are certain shortcomings within your submission. And for that reason, you know, in the first place, 2 days to write to him, no. One tro. Waba vetting. One can chance 6-1 abro so jiwadi. Because one tranche. We pray about 3 weeks after. Then you put up this letter. Say, Moshe no for na space na e wo ho na dini na ba ko e wo ho no. Ni Jeffrey sign no. Nipa kro no team ni wura ne de Jeffrey nye e de say nti mu yi free ma. Anya no an say elimination by substitution.
Yeah.
6-1 no odi bechem because Ebia George nim say nipa na sensan or no enye team owner. Until something may happen.
You know, you're extra.
Luckily or incidentally.
I see.
Coincidence so I see. Into Tremua now the 11 wonders are better. Yeah. What might disqualify? And what is the sense in this?
Election committee ni mwana say wapayo.
Because look, Kaito Kreku, one thing, let me say this. Kaito Kreku all idea in the end. No bachelor on you being defended.
Election committee
because you are manipulating everything. Look, this same Article 8 of the election regulation, paragraph 1, added, no fees, no fees or charges of any sort shall be requested from any of the candidates at any point during the entire election procedure, unless the Congress of GFA has previously approved the raising of reasonable fees or charges which serve only to cover the respective administrative cost of the electoral procedure. So you ask yourself, Executive Council proposal what they call Congress. Reasonable proposal what they call Congress, and they say in 2019, you have 5,000. 3 years, 6 weeks after, we must pay 50,000.
And you're reasonable.
You say,
reasonable.
You say, you ask yourself, Kaito Kreku, you are the president and you supervise over all these things.
Everyone can
doesn't he read? And I'm not for officer, I'm about them, Nabusu Boom come. And as a leader, and especially our general secretary, who is a lawyer, you must be on top of issues, especially legal issues. It's 50,000, from 5,000 to 50,000, the reasonable fees. I don't football for Sabi, Yahoo Rianim Kostro.
Anti Georgia Makumomunim say article governing fees, no. There's a word that if you're very reasonable, I don't know more justify 50,000.
Do they read? for electoral process costs. 500 million. Just because you know, say, nipa bebre enyentia. In the end, George Ayala Sulala abetia. Look at this flimsy excuse. Even me nana our class one crime trust election committee decision way and sign. When one you didn't notify the person 2 days. Say I don't know crowd by an abroso. Give 6 they say. What admit it at the out to wakumum oboso. Na say ba kwenti woma ade no hia num odinsia ba kwentia nya no aso replace 6-1 next say George Nyansa na ebromo de so ntino you must disqualify him. What is this? I say football no kra chese unam kroma ye titi watem as if say we football near you don't have sense. What is this? Oh, but Sadio well George were 3 days to appeal. He must appeal and let us see what, because Nyama Eko Kosu Ghana Football Association, you sit back and ask yourself, say, what is happening? To the extent that what are sanctioning as gold for offenses committed by players, which it benefited as a legal entity. Nkwadano anya obi edwanko abi. The Supreme Court of Football at the release say, and we are bound by it. Say the match was competitive and it was not a fixed match. So all the boys, you're free on. More decision, you're watching it. They must go back and play football. You sit there. Any reasonable person using common sense will only take a pen and paper and write, following from the decision from CAS, exonerating all the players, and for the fact that Asgo suffered for the crime of the players and the players have been freed. Asgo is reinstated. Simplicity. And the lawyer Prosper Ado.
Yeah, because we are a common sense analysis.
Do you need to?
I say be too fee. No akobo krono. Yeah. Ya be too fee ru anaka ho say. Una do fee no mo krono. And asem na go court ni say. Akronfo no mu ndifo. Na ever say if you read the still out for.
Oda sell. Nyama say you free sell. And these things are going on. Seriously, Dan Kwaku Yeboah. What is happening in Ghana football? No? Explosive beer bebano esoso. Because people have started digging you. This was something we covered it. We felt me confirm and me feel say nipa wunyini no. What's that? Why you but what led you to be sacked from GACA? People are digging into it. John Boy issue. The file is in my car. What is this? Why don't you allow George Free to contest you if you think, say, what yadi? Because your administration, you are ruling it as if how can you, the president of Ghana Football Association, put up, you are launching the league, say, why obey the league, your friend is 500,000.
500,000.
Let's go to Article 71.
Hey, I don't see Diamra.
That's a guy.
They get to the great Diamra.
Article 65, revenue.
Okay.
Added, the source of revenue for the GFA shall include, but not limited to, OCO-HR, added donations and sponsorships. Now you go to Article 64. Article 64, Kwaku. 66. Revenue is 65. Expenses 66. Added. the GFA shall bear, it says, the GFA shall bear the following expenses. Expenses stipulated in the budget as approved by Congress. Sir, 500,000 now. Or was it in the budget? Okay, now so yeah.
David.
Thank you. Then you go to 2. Other expenses approved by the Congress and expenses that the Executive Council is entitled to incur within the scope of its authority. All other expenses in keeping with the objectives pursued by the GFA. So you ask yourself, if you are president of an association, now your source of revenue, donations and sponsorship can home. Now say donation aba and a sponsorship aba. Don't you tell shareholders of the company? Don't you make proposals at shareholders meeting, which is our Congress?
Yeah.
For it to be approved, then you go and announce. Who call Kumasia, where at the end of the beginning of the season, first issue, we bring 80,000. We bring saying, where is the money coming from? Is it coming from your pocket?
No, from donation and sponsorships.
And the GFA, as a body, has no right to know the type of money that has come into the coffers of the association, for which reason you are expending. What is this leadership? Sure, COVID-19 relief fund the FIFA they buy. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, Kabuma, we were to assess $8.5 million.
Huh?
Yes. Ask yourself today, have they found it necessary? Kaito Kreku asked the president of the FA, has he found it necessary to tell the Ghana Football Association, especially at Congress, where shareholders meet, that...
But did we assess all 3?
If you didn't assess, you tell us. The COVID-19 relief fund, as sent to us by FIFA, stage 1, we assess this. Stage 2, we assess it. Stage 3, we assess this. We had a total of this. This is how we spent it. And even in spending, you need to send proposals to Congress.
Over $8 million.
$8.5 million. COVID-19 relief fund. Paper, let me see about this only this. But next time I'll bring it. How much was earmarked for every stage of the COVID-19? You are antagonizing people. And you forensic audit. And forensic audit, she will work prison. I always say, me take Cameroon, not for Cameroon, for full president, 2, I go prison. So you don't have to think, say Ghana for, Bibiani, Ayedin, and Yashi, Yamfa, you do whatever you want to do. It is not correct. Because of that, you are manipulating election to the extent that lawyers are what by. We expect them to take this paper, read, and tell us that they are lawyers. Look at how they are behaving. Look at how they are behaving.
But there's no evidence that he's manipulating them.
If you are not manipulating somebody, even the heading. Sir, me start to make a choice in Yankompono. Who be deponia? Ni where you win yansa to wetiko. Sometimes I know man for me person major. When they come to food, I was an acting honorary consul for Ghana, meeting people at diplomatic level. You don't use umra. I don't see why you must do that. Head of National Security Cameroon, I held a meeting with him over incarceration of some Ghanaians. I was reporting to the our High Commission in Lagos.
The other day you brought some documents, I read them.
Wow, and you know, when you come into football, the fact is, I'm t-shirt now, but to football, and you come and there are rules. Look at something. Alaji Grusa, Eddie, Casey Court, say injunction to so. I was somewhere appear any more debate na injunction ye free 2 times ye nyim free ho Enra Court has been adjourned to 19th of September, the same yesterday. Now, a part of the election process you release.
And we're contempt, Dana.
Any contempt. Sure. Okoye, I am a man for whom I say. Article 19 of our constitution. Media, I always tell people, say, Adia, a dangerous, will be a contempt. And I'll read to you and you understand why. Article 19, under Chapter 5, Fundamental Human Rights and Freedom. Paragraph 11. No person shall be convicted of a criminal offense unless the offense is defined and the penalty for it is prescribed in a written law. Now listen to 12. Clause 11 of this article shall not prevent a superior court from punishing a person for contempt of itself, notwithstanding that the act or omission constituting the contempt is not defined in a written law and the penalty is not so prescribed. So in contempt, you need 2 years, you need minimum, you need maximum. It's judge, discretion. And Prosper Harrison is a lawyer, and for that matter, an officer of the court.
But somebody was telling me, say, the reason why Omo released the letter and said Omo decided they go ahead with the election irrespective of the court's position.
Because that is what they are. Because Ghanaian courts have been allowing themselves to be disrespected. Otherwise, in our own status, Article 3 of our status, me who challenge me now the book waba nkana na waka no de sana nyo human rights. Ade, GFA is committed to respecting all internationally recognized human rights and shall strive to promote the protection of these rights. And in Ghana, because of that, we have this Chapter 5. The government, the state, has created a court specially for human rights cases. As Gold wants to go to CAS, it has a limit of 21 days. It is the right of Ash Gold to demand for record of proceedings, evidences, case file that you use in prosecuting him so that he will build a case. You didn't give. And even look at the appeal committee of the GFA, what they said. When Ash Gold was appealing and has made grounds, punching holes in the decision of the disciplinary committee, look at what the appeals committee wrote. Page 1, the last paragraph. Ade, this appeal is by way of rehearing. So, we shall not be following the grounds of appeals as listed by all the parties. Is that fairness?
How?
In the processes file, we shall review the records and apply the regulation of the Ghana Football Association in establishing the guilt or otherwise of the clubs, their players and officers. Fine enough. You will not consider their grounds because you have made up your mind to affirm the disciplinary committee decision, because the grounds of the appeal is against the weight of evidence that the committee did not use in its judgment. So if you say you will not take their grounds, then why are they coming to appeal? Then you yourself, page 8 of the appeal committee decision, the last paragraph. Here you said you will find the guilt or otherwise of clubs, players and officials. You say that the regulations of the Ghana Premier League and ancillary regulations all provide for sanctions to be imposed on all the actors involved. The actors involved were Dr. Kwaku Frimpong, Mr. Emmanuel Frimpong, all players and technical officers of the both clubs who participated in the game, as well as Emmanuel Ni Amwa. So Ash Gold was not an actor. So why will you punish Ash Gold?
As a ruling,
Ash Gold court, human rights court, to seek redress. Prosper Harrison Ado, a lawyer. Case was court. My any case in the now I must suspend the Ash Gold Executive Council temporarily. Wako court, this is the true copy, certified true copy of the cross-examination done by Ash Gold lawyer on the 8th day of May 2023 before Her Lordship Justice Barbara Tete Chawe, High Court Judge. And this judge fixed a day for ruling. Day non so then you organize. The day for ruling was going to be in August. You organize Congress and go there and affirm suspension. Is it not contempt?
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Basubio, Kofi Menu Blue, wonderful. Ni submission, you know. Said the American in K Black Star match, but every Nangas on Bessie Becca Black Star match myself. Mazazari.
Kwagu. Me time you say
12 after 2.
Me time o ma say.
Oh dear, come on some. Say Kofi Manu ma man time.
Okay. Mame enchia yetiefo. Na me enchia na list phones. Circle. Ton phone papa. Na me enchia St. Philip Enterprise. Wa unia. Kwagu. I thought say neka wo ka say ye be kan ruling you ho. Not those. I mean China those bakery for.
Not those bakery. So to you, I'm going to go bro do no.
Yes.
No, Brambi.
You put on your baby.
Not those bakery. Not those bread. Papa.
So the among come to picture to no your numbers.
No. As a major paradise park.
Yeah.
No one down. Why come papa say now what is what? Kwagu. Me nko too much, but the mestre only say. In all fairness, Kwaku platform here also. What I say? Me plead with you. Say Ura Prosper Harrison Ado Esquire. His name has been mentioned severally. Miss Rao say ka ubinya ho akaton safre no.
Prosper Omba.
Oh, en kanisa. O de wo ye no wa ma.
Issues background.
Let me tete kwa
phone so
kwa o ye na wa ma.
Omo kan omo di intro.
Debi. Make an attempt and announce it say ya ma Prosper opportunity.
I'm telling you say I've had countless situations. Me ma ka che me producer say issue we move very Prosper ebu o say let them peddle their force with their own speak.
Start to their force with.
We on the number of friend na bisa.
Okay. Kwagu, I'm going strictly according to because of time into me call verdict never anymore. Why? Verdict nankasa. Me technicality about Ghana Football Association election committee of Ghana Football Association. I'm not too much versed in those areas, so I won't go there at all. But what I will do is I'm going into the verdict itself. Kwagu, or say reasons for decision. In the first place, no, or say Minia George, I could say free Obrichi Article 13.2J. Or say breach of Article 13.2J. And no what breach you. Now, the names of the authorized officers proposing or supporting a candidate must per Article 13.2J of the GFA Statute 2019. Therefore, the person authorized to propose or support a candidate must be persons whose names are captured in a list of officials specifying those who are authorized signatories with the right to enter into
a legal transaction with a third party.
With a third party. With a third party.
THH say Oma umbetumi asan ama I endorse no. Nkofo eso omudin wo team no the official list so a. Umbetumi ni third party.
Oma deposit those list na Ghana Football Association da dada.
Yeah.
After so register general u form company no. This is a club here limited by Lamiti. The form company now directors so it must be known.
Yeah.
Any changes of officials and authorized signatories shall be communicated in writing to the General Secretary within 30 days of the said change. Opasa was a director bidding, opasa was a signatory bidding, so yes, 30 days, and inform the FA. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
In addition, unauthorized officers of the GFA members stated in your nomination form were to attach a statutory declaration indicating that the above GFA members are supporting only one candidate for the position of president as stated on the nomination form. In addition, the authorized officers of Yakai, on your submitted nomination form, Susubribi Sporting Club authorized secretary Emmanuel Achirako Frimpong, general manager, proposed you as a candidate for the position of president for the 2023 GFA elections. 5 members of the GFA who supported the application were as follows. 5 members who propose you when you have 5 members, not 6, not 7, not 8.
It is not true.
5 members.
It is not true.
Please.
You can have more than 5.
When you were talking,
why is it not true?
When you were talking, I was here.
When they give you a minimum, why?
They have not stated a minimum or maximum.
It said supported by 5.
Or say.
And by convention. Convention is law.
Wakasa.
When you are peddling lies, I will not allow you.
I have not peddling,
but you are peddling lies.
Who told you that what you say here?
I have read it.
No, but see,
you are reading.
Who told you that what you are saying is correct?
But you have told us that you are not conversant with the technicalities.
So what are you talking about? Let me read my English and explain it.
What are you talking about?
English is body. Are you talking? The law is under the law about it. No, please. Please. Let me tell.
So read the regulations governing this.
Let
you don't just read the thing. Read the regulations.
Okay, regulation.
Regulation. No man can actually. It is said you must inform the person if the person has something.
Because you be delaying me. Because why is it that he has spent 30 minutes?
But the fact that you said that you don't know the technicalities, you shouldn't have spoken.
So I should walk out.
Yes.
So I should walk out.
You don't know the technicalities. So why are you talking?
What are you talking? Why is he behaving like this? No, why are you behaving?
What are you talking? You started by saying that you don't know the technicalities.
This is English language.
But who told it's true?
This is
when the lawyers don't even understand the English
language. You know the law, and you are explaining what the lawyers don't understand. You think you know everything in the world.
What are you talking about?
You think you know everything in the world.
You have said that you don't know the technicalities.
Stop that.
So why are you talking?
Stop that.
I am saying that you are peddling lies.
Let me expose myself to the public. Let me expose myself to the public. You are not the one to.
We are spending time here.
But you have spent so much time. You have spent so much time. Who interjected you? When you were talking, who interjected you?
You will not.
When you were talking, who interjected you?
To use to interject. That is why.
So keep quiet and let me pardon my voice.
Why you are quiet? I sit here for you.
Keep quiet and let me.
What are you saying?
Keep quiet.
What are you saying?
I don't understand you.
You will not understand me.
I don't understand you.
I say that.
Common law.
What common law?
From English.
The regulation says if there is something wrong with the submission, call the person and tell him that there's something wrong. You say you don't know the technicalities. What are you talking? What are you talking?
So allow me to talk.
Because you are delaying, yes. You say you don't know the technicalities. So what are we listening to you for?
I will not allow him to go free with this. I'm going to expose it.
You look, listen. I will not also allow you to sit here. Somebody who does not know technicality to come and take time.
The community.
Is it your time? Is it your time? Time.
I am here. I have been invited. You don't know anything. You say I don't know anything. So you are sitting here for what?
Meba, government.
You are dealing with law. Technicality. You don't know. We are not saying McGinn say waha. McGinn say if it is McGinn say I don't want to meet people who talk McGinn say.
Meba, only me be maso. Me
allow me to say to
somebody who has told the whole world that you don't know the technicalities, but you must allow you to talk.
Say, you are off air. Move my own controlling program now. You are off air now. You are off air now. You are off air now. I don't want the way the program is going. Now me per se, oh, master, okay, what's him we? Say, oh, my, oh, my, say, oh, my, to show
Today, we disappoint him to the extent today. And Ashasano, celebrate Ebaba, Nachede, Odishiado, never ebe yes no home one. Nemo wabajis in a waka day. What the Titanic ship amo, Nedi Kuchu block, a sink ship, Titanic ship was sinking, and with a one breeding in beamer, and with a one breeding in beamer. Soon as we're trying to scrap so crap.
Then I get a football.
Well, Mr. Swanto, what you trying to scraps?
Peace FM.
Azaban. Hey, the Wulemonko.
If you are too curious to see what you don't want to see, I'm gonna be life bring disgrace, they get you off one out if you are not if you are losing too long, everything is like there is more so best If you see everybody stupid, everybody see you stupid. No, I cannot feel okay. They get you the VR, have a minute, no, that there is time for everything. If things are going too well for you today, don't see anyone poor. No one knows tomorrow. Get it, oh, yeah, if you are too greedy, you become a thief. I don't call you one, she, you could really truth is hard, and there is victory there. Follow fool a shout. If you don't respect the small river, you drown.
Peace 104.3. Ahaya shishi. Mesra Mwada. Wonderful. Mesra Senya Butre. Na a break a crana cano. Maso making a point. Because as I'm not can we are means maybe some question. Because me opinion say if you force George free out to mra. Muna mudi can to mra because mra ni say. So we be any submission. Ese mo tro ni say aha mistake we be correct. One correct here near the mra ne di. Enti no say nka omo de samra ni ye dwuma nka ye nduru ba bia ye duru no. Enti maso to aso.
Kwa me ba mi some be page.
Teta mu kra wie asem be ku.
No, me I don't have any problem. I don't have any problem. But ono ewiase nyina on enim nyansa wo wiase nyina. Enti okasa mo bi nka bi.
I thought you go straight.
Now why admit to say winim she was some Rebecca no. Now okasa.
Wonderful.
Who allowed that?
Wonderful. I thought he said that in just.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, sir, when it comes to knowledge, you are not far better than me. I'm telling you. No, you don't have knowledge more than me. Let me tell you. Let me let you understand.
I will never say that.
What do you mean? Can't you mean?
Then why did you say you didn't know the technicalities? Me for so mankind.
Just one word that will be kind.
Yeah, one word. Sentence.
Just.
I sentence.
Be kind in jest. I me kind am did abroad. What funny see? What me this.
The primary school. Me call. I no cross me call. Now so ka say wonim hwe na no kwara say wonim the technicalities. Now wonim technicalities na the answer by be we no aka.
No dey to be ka.
No. Assemble okwa him.
Okay. For George Free the release aba. Enti omun to asho no so ama menkenka George Free release or the abai. Dated September 7. Addressed to the General Secretary, Ghana Football Association, PO Box AN 19338, Haile Selassie Street, Accra, Ghana. Dear Sir, request for unedited video recordings of my vetting and calls with Mr. Leslie Kuku Battels and Jeffrey Asari. I take notice of the decision of the Elections Committee, YEC, in relation to my candidature for the position of the President of the Ghana Football Association dated 28th of August 2023, but sent via email on Wednesday, September 6, 2023 at about 5 p.m. into bracket decision. I'm very much aggrieved at the decision and intend to appeal. I therefore request that I be furnished with the unedited video recordings of my vetting before the Elections Committee, as well as the unedited video recordings of the purported calls with President Leslie Kuku Battels and Mr. Jeffrey Asari referred to in 1X and X of the decision to enable me to prosecute my appeal. I count on your kind cooperation. Yours in football, George Akwesi Efriye, copied Chairman Elections Committee. George say, ruling no Babontin, FNE State say, Omoni Victory FC Team Ra Kuku Battels a video call. Any Jeffrey Asari nso a video call. Emomu na confirm say ampa. Jeffrey Asari onye official oni to me say o endorse George Free. Enti sa video na FNE ka no omuma ne copy because of so ya appeal. Na appeal ni nsem bi asankofo ne kan no obehia. Nti omuma ne video no copy. Na if you no ankasa George Free ko vetting no so ya record e. Nti anu so nsem omune ne kan no ope copy said the beye bebua no man aye na appeal and letter George Odiakoma Prosper Harrison Adu General Secretary dated the 7th day of September and the year to the asante mega say flesh kula flesh nti Joseph Bernard Ashley Esquire we Yasifa tape ne bra na yehu de ekọ Mazo,
it is most unfortunate.
They say the my am mitam yaso.
Kwaku, o frame some memra ha no I believe say unim di ntia o frame some memra ha.
Yeah.
Unim. You should not take any co-panelist to tell me say me need idea about what I'm going to say. And for that matter, my being here is useless. and therefore I should not be allotted time for me to talk. It should not. It should not take any.
I didn't say it. You said
even
it.
if I said it, it should not take. It should not take a panelist.
Withdraw.
It should not take a panelist to remind me of it. You are the one who.
But if I'm a panelist and you don't know anything about what
you are the one who should take that.
To listen to you.
Number 2, anytime you are inviting me here, and I am not prepared to be given the time for me to say my foolish things, idiotic things. No. Don't invite me here. Kwaku, this is what I'm telling you. Between me and you, anytime I come here, because I cannot understand. Even those listening to us know very well. Say somebody has been giving more than 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Because the man knows the technicalities.
And rave.
But
somebody has just started just within 3 minutes.
You winning technicalities and
in all fairness, starting here now, me make say. He should allow you to make your point.
Until I was saying, the time you're saying, Obama, me time saying, you will not permit me. However foolish I'm going to make my statement, however untechnical I am not supposed to be given time to talk my foolish things.
Kwaku, menso asema meka ne say, se wo frame ha. Na nipa na ye ne won be kan asem no. Asema ye be kan no. Wonim ho hwe ya emfrem
ase okan keke
how can you obiati
I don't know the technicalities
outside for it here how nyansa eniba go for trimo nyansa eniba go for trimo
anya me question na afi also sana
Dabi
so the proper thing to do is that what I said, I'm sorry, it's not true.
I was telling you that Ghana Football Association election committee and election committee of Ghana Football Association. You see, there is a world of difference, and I'm saying, me not technical person to explain the two.
That is not true.
Me can you when I'm saying after that I'm saying me not technical person.
Let them play
play back. Because I was making reference to Ghana Football Association election committee. What is here?
Yes, start a debate. Now I can say debate. Technical here.
You did not call me here for debate. One friend of mine asked me to debate you. So I will not give you say. I will not give you say. What change some baby Tino, only me be debate. I didn't have that idea. So on himself, because we say me you are making reference to my statements I've made outside.
No.
You are making reference to it, and therefore you are debating me. If you are inviting
your statement,
enya dia you bet me ato show no so enti emfancy me ba mo you are off air. You are off air. You are off air. You are off air. There's no need heckling each other off air. Yeah, did you make DNC? Because you try behind the scene resolution and went here. Intino, yeah, DSC. Minimum so be the messages by Anna Yankin kind. But information I'm in Saka say. Among for statical contempt in Wasem. The letter sent to George Free now FA website. No more withdraw. FA now withdraw in the website.
I don't want to mention the station name. I told them that it's contempt. They should rise up.
Mazo.
Me. Any news to me? See a disqualified George.
I didn't know.
Oh, good. I said. Any number from member.
So I planning that.
Any number from member 3 is disqualified George. You be. Ena omo ben president no pa no de no so mudi nkomo abonten ena no mudi nkomo hwe gwaku se matrefi ha aka several times say committees na we feni nyomo ne omo ho wo se me metra aka de bia me obi ani wa me obedada me wo ho committees ni nyina we afi no omo ne omo ho they control them president ko gwaku obekai say na election committee efa roadmap mai ena betra ha ebe ka say menya ne ntie say president and classes so urge endorsement
and it turned out to be
on aggression on your document when you find all the endorsement no because na roadmap my it on your when find na or the no because otie konwa ne so onu no apply election committee no so our advantage me from day one obi oba me oni me din komo bia me ka share say election a enkrofo kakra bi na atum ehu papa president ket oso election no enkrofo a eba bontin eye video nyina yetane chinu osro onye omu ni say enipa da sani na kwa kogina box nim wa ba bonten eno e public otamachi nemu obeto amamia na enka ma bonten unim say atinjama daily guide o say publish say be disqualify George enamu
of ammunition Tuesday
enamu say be disqualify George any news to me because
there's almost shares of
boss where you planting
nanka ebe trust that decision
it was a planting na so mo back it so mudi nkomo about George you be here free
na the no zero election with all the endorsement
kwaku endorsement need here kwaku me information me garage say enkrofo ni bebre wo ho a ye mame obe ya ma but na kuma mu ni de bi on to abane ma so osro election no osro nipa kakra bi na to aba no nipa kakra bi na to aba no onyi ni penni say enti abayi krofo on beto ama me na so omo nto ma me krofo ba bonti arefefo ta machi we hu ahwan arefefo ni bi mpo a o invite o mpo no force na ba ko ba oh yeah force na ba ko ba munya mami ene ye the video camera see obi so ni waye ni de ba beto abonten ye taike techi Ket is very good man me personal me minim Ket oni me trust here din komoda but I deal with issue I don't deal with personality enye say yakọ election committee go for vetting na vetting no ye dey injection ato so na na ma bontin say be disqualify George die na ehu echi ni padwen because na ma bontin radio su nye na mo kwaku mami chia Nelly phones obefia any workers na mi chia na Capital Phones onu su mi chia na St Philip's Enterprise
St Philip's was St Philip's one time
ayalolo mpetemu
yaman kwamreku former captain House of Folk o sin na Dulce Bakery so tiom onu nso achia no papa ana ye di dwumadie no esi messages no obi aseni message bi na I am very interested or see Mr DKY is the sports ministry aware of what is going on about the GFA presidential elections, and if they are aware, what has been their response? A very good question from Nimakun, North Kaneshi, and the sports ministry. Good afternoon, Dan. We cannot blame GFA for disqualifying George FA. If we have problems, we must channel it to the election committee. My name is Ajana One. Kwabenya election committee in one Ajana One. Anna Samuel, hi, good afternoon. Watching you live inside Kunsi Kojo Chrome. Go Black Stars. Mohammed Ibrahim Al Hassan, I wish you all the best. Keep out the fire burning. May God give you long life. Amen. Fabiano Tete Paradox, I'm listening. Kofi Ajimai, or say Kofi Ajimai Blacksman. Good afternoon. Ghana will win. Watching you inside Pig Farm. I'm Santana from Choco. It's time for some senior players to leave the Black Stars. Brother, I'm Odro Simon from Ablekuma. Today is my son Gabriel Odro Jr.'s birthday, and I want you to wish him God's blessings. Okay, so that has been done. I am Teria Erukus GH, listening to you live from Achim Abodom. Today, I wish the Black Stars good luck. GFA, I say more greetings to my mom, Auntie Amina Atwa, Kwame Ameyao, Prof and Esther, all of Achim Abodom. Okay, I saw you made so, but many say GFA for the Kotuam website to say you disqualify George. A man for can say contempt no. Omako ye free website to but so when we did that. A man for publish that into way ugo ye free wa nkosiaga. No munim papa na munye asembe correction. If we done kwaku yaboa. Mamudi messages by them was Masu Agege 205 Masu Asabre Kofi Menu Blue. And to my listeners, sorry for the heckling. That was not the original purpose of the show. MC Edu baby. Na anger abem. Announcement na Crado, caster of the year. I don't know what they bring.
Peace FM.
Ebusiafo ye mama habiem e mama kwaba hi peace 104.3 FM so emraso se enkaibo ene amanfo adwaton dia ba be kan insane de ni na ebesomwo enunti ye sha se dia na ye pe African gramophone plates atho mechre apawa ye pe bi ato old timers adadem enwom no enu bi ena ye hwehwe bi a ye pe ato enunti mesre wa se wo bi na obetimi amayanka ye ni beje pa bia na yepe enyum bi te say Jedu Ambule ne nyum ni bi afei performance Ebo Taylor K Frimpong ene enkaye no omo nyum ni bi ane yepe edi ato